You're watching Rogers TV.
Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. Oh my goodness, we are back with original content. My friends, a great show for you. Caldwell Family Center is here. The Jordan Leigh Foundation is here. Quick Start is here. We're going to talk about some fabulous events, but all that and more, of course. But we start in the kitchen with one of your favorites. I mean, I keep getting emails and people say, don't give me that look, Julie. Tennis champion, ladies and gentlemen, from Elmdale Tennis Club here in Ottawa, Ontario, the women's champion.
That with you, but thank you for
well,
sharing
you got to let the good people know.
Thank you. It was a great match, great stuff, a great club.
So what was the like? You were in just the women's championship.
The women's championship, and you know what? This wonderful 13-year-old made her way to the finals, and I ended up playing her. And I'm telling you, I'm happy I played her now because I will never win again. She's
really?
Great strokes, great patience.
Okay, hold on, though. Yeah. But can we give you a... beating the 13-year-old. Look at you.
I'm not sure you're supposed to do it that way, but
absolutely. That's impressive.
Yes, it was impressive. And then you had me on. I was so excited. I'm like, I was just in my glory of being a champion. And John wants it to be Jay Finley on the trophy, so we don't know who's who. You know, because we're not going to get there again. But
you should have brought the trophy, but do that next time.
Okay,
sorry. Foodland, Ontario, I apologize, but I had to, give the plug here.
No, and now I'm going to give plug to the pears.
Okay.
Do you know that we have 5 varieties of pears in Ontario?
I did not know that.
So for sure you know the Bartlett, which is the little bell-shaped one, yellow. You usually see them green, and then they kind of get soft that way, or they come yellow. All pears, are always picked before they're ripe. It's the only fruit that is.
Okay.
So you kind of have to just wait until it's a little firm to the touch, a little squeeze there.
Oh, yeah.
You're good? And you're allowed to squeeze them.
You're allowed to squeeze the pear, not the Charmin, but the pear is okay.
And then when you're at the markets, they're going to be at the markets till the end of October, and there's so many things you can do with them. I wanted to do sweet and savory, so this whole 2 segments will be all pears.
All about the pear. All right, what are we starting with?
Okay, we're going to do a pear chili chutney. So what I've already started with is 3 cups of pears chopped up in here and peeled.
Okay.
And then I'm going local jalapeno. I did 2 because we do like the spice. Make sure they're seeded. But
so you do take the seeds out.
I do,
you don't
and
go
you
all
don't
in.
have to take the seeds out.
I know, but it can be pretty hot.
Yes, and never touch your eyes. I actually have done this as an adult. Exactly.
Yep.
I've done roasted red peppers, super easy. There's so many red peppers that are local in season right now. Not much that you need to do. Turn your oven on at 350. Slice your peppers in half. Scoop out the insides and the stems. Put them face side down for about 20 minutes, and they'll blacken and sink. And then you peel them.
Okay.
And delicious.
And they're a great price right now. Like the last 2 weeks, I've noticed in grocery stores.
And that's what I want to say to everyone. When you're going to the grocery stores, look for local, look for things that are in season, because that's when they are inexpensive.
Yeah, agreed.
So I have got this on medium-high heat because I'm going to bring it to a boil. I've also got a 1.5 cups of onions.
Okay.
I've got fresh ginger, a tablespoon of it. I've got local honey, which is, you got to watch out for that. That's all year round, obviously, and there's so many great places of people doing it.
It's amazing how many there are locally now.
Soya sauce, just throwing that in there while you're talking. I've got a cup of apple cider vinegar. Of course, if you don't have it, you can try your other vinegars. And then the spices of the chili. I've got chili, turmeric.
Oh,
yes.
Magical stuff.
That's not going to be there. A little bit of salt. And then I'm going to put in the honey. And then I'm just going to bring this to a boil and let it softly boil for about 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to mix that in there. And this is your chili chutney right here. I'm going to let you take a little taste.
Taste test.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then what I've done with it, you can put it on any meats that you have. You can put it on with cream cheese, a little bit of cracker dollop on top.
Yeah.
It's very versatile. You can do the proper canning.
Is that a matzo cracker you got?
Yes.
I love matzo cracker.
I have some for the team after.
Nice.
Yes. So again, the canning process, you can do it right away, put it fresh in your fridge, or you do the canning process and then pass them on to people, and it's already been sealed. That you can find at foodlandontario.ca as well.
Fantastic.
So now pork tenderloin, another thing that is super inexpensive.
Agreed. We just had some. My wife and her cousin Gabby are here, and we just had some.
Well, they might have some more because I'm going to set this up for you. So what I've done is I've taken I've barbecued the pork with a 5-spice and a little bit of oil.
Okay.
So marinate it ahead of time, and also with a bit of soy sauce. So marinate that. And what I've got is is a 1/4 cup of fresh basil, which I actually grew at the front of my house, like in my planters. And
Oh,
it
nice.
seems the best way so far.
Yeah, actually, this year was our best year for basil. I don't know why, but we've always struggled. But it's this year it was amazing. This year.
I also took half cup of tomatoes. I took out the seeds. You don't have to.
Still local, by the way. Year round, right?
Year round.
See?
Yes.
I listen when you talk, Julie. Yeah.
Red onion. Again, everything here is local and at your grocery stores and at your markets. I've got oil, I've got red wine vinegar, and then I'm going to do a little bit of cayenne pepper.
Oh, nice.
And then what I've done is I've actually barbecued the pears. So I peeled them, I took the insides out, and you just grill them, and it's delightful. I'm going to put, that's for 2 pears.
And it brings out even more sweetness, right? Like pears are nicely sweet already, but when you grill them, the sweetness comes out even more. It's fabulous.
And then this you can have sit for a tiny little bit and then add it to your pork if you don't have pork, chicken, turkey, anything else. So a nice little thing to have there. Well, we won't even sit there. And then last but not least, super easy and delicious is barbecued mushroom brie and basil pizza.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can easily go to the grocery store, get thin pizzas. You're just going to grill it on each side until you see the grill marks.
You could do it on a naan too, like naan bread or something like that too. This is nice.
I've taken mushrooms and just sautéed them with nothing added, and I added a little bit of salt and pepper. I do love mushrooms, so
me too.
This is about a package.
This is a loaded mushroom pizza.
I don't have. We can eat those later.
Listen. Okay, yeah, we can snack on that.
Those, and then brie cheese. Local brie cheese is fantastic. And you can get that, of course, in the grocery store. And I do love meeting the cheese lady. I shouldn't call her cheese lady.
The cheesemonger?
Yeah, no,
perhaps?
that
or the
too.
Cheese maker.
She's at the Byron Market and at Lansdowne. She's lovely to chat with. She'll let you try all the cheeses. And that's what I love about our markets, is everybody wants to share what they're growing, what's in season, all their recipes. You can follow the farms. You're going to grill that. Once you grill without the basil, right? And you're just going to put it back. So this I've already grilled on the barbecue. Okay. And then once it had the grill marks, then I added this. I'm going to close the cover until it's melted, and then I'm going to add the basil and somewhat chop that up.
Oh, we didn't add the pear yet.
We didn't add the pear.
That's okay. No, just keep that in mind.
Yeah, because we're going to do that. Okay. Again, this is a Bosch pear.
I was going to ask you because it looks much different.
A little different. So this is the slender neck. So remember we talked about the Bartlett pear, most common.
Right.
This is the Anjou because it's a little bit taller and slender.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just describing humans. I don't know. And
that's okay. Some of us are pear-shaped.
Yeah, exactly. Right? And then there's the 2 others that I will tell you in the next segment. But this, all you're going to do is slice 1 nice ripe pear over top, put the cheese on, and you're set to go.
And you're ready to roll.
And then you're ready to roll.
Very, very nice. So you said, for next segment, what are we doing? Are we doing more like the sweet?
Yes, so we're going to do a peach galette. We're going to do a maple walnut pear preserve. And we are going to do 1 big pear square, like a date square, but with pears.
I love this.
So, and can I give everybody a little tip when they do get their pears?
Quickly.
Okay, when you're getting your pears, and they are still a little bit hard because some of them are in the plastic containers, that's okay. Keep them in the sun and just keep checking them a little bit daily. If they get too overripe, throw them in the fridge and they're good for about a week.
Julie Finley back for another segment. We're going sweet, sort of, I guess the dessert, right? We're going dessert. You got your main courses here now. We got dessert coming up after the break.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Unbelievable. You just never see that. What a shot.
The OHL on Rogers TV.
Kids these days, people say we lack initiative.
And technology, that we're all addicted.
Kids these days, we hear that we only care about ourselves. Apparently, we're lazy.
And don't seem to have any sense of independence.
Actually, kids these days are facing a lot.
Because the world has changed, and so have our health issues. Kids these days, we could really use your help. Join CHIO in our biggest fundraising campaign ever to transform pediatric care.
Hey everybody, my name is Karen. I'm here with my best friends Shane and Monique. Join us on Rogers TV for Fitness Faction. Every week we're going to take you through a full body workout. We've got strength training, we've got cardio, we've got HIIT. Ladies, let's get back into it.
I think we've got 10 more skaters. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Sam LaPrade, host of Ottawa Business Matters. We're going to gather here every single week and speak about business here in the capital. We're going to inspire, influence, and inform.
Are you a content creator looking to expand your audience and make your voice heard in your community? Rogers TV wants to provide you with a platform to share your hobbies, interests, and stories for free. Visit us to find out more.
Back to the show. Oh my God! I know I've said it before, but we really should just keep recording between the breaks because the chaos is absolutely wonderful. Julie Fintley back, Mom in the Know, spokesperson for Foodland Ontario. By the way, foodlandontario.ca for all of these recipes. You just look at under TV recipes, right?
Absolutely.
That's simple. Okay, let's continue on. What are we doing here?
We're sticking with pears. So everyone knows we have 5. The other one is a blemish pink pear.
A blemish
yes,
pink.
and then the other one is escaping me at the moment.
That's
but
okay.
The most popular are the Anjou, the Bartlett, and the Basque. So I've used mostly Bartlett for these because I like the sweetness. But the Basque, which I had said before, which is this nice slender one, is a great one for picnics. Just a little, you know how it actually is a bit more firm all the time, where Bartlett, you've always bitten into that in the juice.
And then the juice is all over, and it's...
Yeah, you know, first date's wrong thing, maybe.
No,
I don't know.
but maybe it's a good test.
It could be a
right?
good test.
Go for tacos and a real juicy pear.
Yes,
right?
it's
there
true.
You go. Okay.
Get to know them really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to start off with a walnut maple preserve.
Okay.
So I'm going to just show you the finished product right here. And this is great to put on scones. I love Sheila's scones.
Oh, yeah,
and it's a nice little thing that you're just there. I'm going to show you, so you guys are going to want to make this because it takes 2 seconds. It's nice, dreamy, creamy. You could put it on yogurt. You could put it on
ice cream.
Ice cream. I knew you were going to say that. And really what it is it's 4 cups of peeled and diced tomatoes. And you're going to put this pears.
That's okay. Then we're a team here. I get
tomatoes.
Well, we had tomatoes in the last one.
Oh, we
Never
did.
mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. And then we're going to do 3/4 cup of maple syrup.
You're still basking in the glory of your championship, right?
It was lovely. Yeah, it was nice, beautiful, and we've had such great weather for outdoor sports. Did you get a chance to jump in?
No, I did not.
You know what? You do a half-hour exercise every day. You were on my team.
Yeah, we were playing badminton.
Yes.
Lately.
This is a package of pectin crystals. So if you do forget, just check the recipe. It's pectin crystals. There's either liquid or there's crystals. This is a little package. I actually found it on sale at the grocery store.
Nice.
That's a package of that fully. And then you're going to do 2.5 cups of sugar. So I know you're a bit concerned about that. Don't be.
Okay.
Because it's just going to boil down and it's going to make that nice preserve. So you're just going to do that. I'm going to get you to stir that for me.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I love cooking.
Just going to mix that in there. And then we're going to go into the apple cranberry squares.
Okay.
So it's just like a date square. And what I've already started with is 3/4 cup of cranberry, a little bit of lemon juice, lemon zest, and I've got 3 peeled and chopped pears.
Okay.
That is going to be the inside, and it's just cooking away here. I've already. I know, so good.
Just the sweetness of it. Oh my goodness!
It's a delightful treat.
It is.
I've also got some walnuts already made. I already chopped 3/4, and then of course the topping is going to be 3/4 cup of butter, 1.5 cups of rolled oats. And then you've got your spices here. You've got ginger, and you've got a little bit of salt, and you're just going to squish this together.
I don't know how you remember all of this.
You know, because I make it, and I actually pick recipes that I do enjoy. So it's kind of one of those.
Because you pre-make everything, right?
Yeah, and I was a teacher, so maybe I just talk for a living.
I don't know how you get out of the house with the stuff that's already made. That's what I wonder.
There is a couple of rules. Like either my kids are starving because they're like, can I eat any of this? Or it's gone and I'm trying to. Like John, I haven't trained him well enough yet. He just goes in and eats it.
I know, he's eaten some stuff on us in the past. Oh, I remember. Yeah, you're like, oh, I would have brought the finished product, but John ate it.
Exactly. Yeah. And I know we're not going to get to the finished product, but you're going to take 2.5 cups of this.
Okay.
And you're just going to squish it on the bottom of your well-greased 8x8 pan.
Okay.
And that is going to be the bottom.
Right. So you're doing half on the bottom and then saving some for the top?
And some on the top. And then I'm going to, I forgot to add this, so that's good too. I wondered where that was.
I moved it on you.
That's
I apologize.
Okay. That's okay.
I'll shoulder the blame on this one.
And we'll blend it in. I'll just say the lovely finished product that I made for you and your team is right here.
Nice.
Because it really is in your oven, 350 for about 20 minutes, and it's so delicious. And the sweetness just of the cranberries with the pears and a little bit of sugar
Well,
is
and the cranberry with a little sour too, right?
Yes.
It sort of cuts through the sweetness a little bit too.
Absolutely. Yeah. And just a tip for everyone at home for saving money, fresh cranberries are out right now.
Okay.
So take advantage of those, and you can freeze them, as you know, and use them all throughout the winter time with like lemon loaves or just cranberry sauce itself. Look at all the pretty colors there.
Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, beautiful.
And then you're just going to add your topping on top and put it in. So we've got that. We've got one more.
Yeah.
And
what did you call this over here?
This is called a apple cranberry galette.
Galette.
Yes. G-A-L-L-E-T-T-E.
Gotcha. Okay, I should know that because Monica makes galettes.
A tip for at home, if you have people who do not like walnuts, just put the walnuts on half and they can bake on top.
Okay.
So that's a nice little tip for everybody at home.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
So this is our galette.
Galette.
I hope I am saying it right.
I think so.
Okay. So
Mo, is that right?
Yes.
There you go. Monica saved the day.
I really need a whole team when I'm here. My goodness. Okay. So I've cheated. This is a double pie crust that I just rolled together and rolled out.
Okay.
If you don't have time to make your own crust, then you're good.
Gotcha.
I've taken 4 pears and I've just thinly sliced them.
All right.
I'm going to add some cranberries. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
I'm going to add some flour and a little bit of lemon juice. Thank you. No, it is lemon juice.
All right.
And I'm going to keep that sugar and I'm going to put in the
walnuts. Yeah.
I'm just going to mix that together. And
then we're going to layer it in here? Is that the idea?
We're just going to layer it in. And then you're going to fold the sides over. And then it's going to be an open pie concept.
It almost looks like a sort of a sweet pizza.
Exactly.
Right?
An open face pie pizza.
An open face pie pizza. Sure.
So we're just going to squish
Say
that
down. 5 times fast at home. And
in
the oven for how long?
In the oven for about 35 minutes or until it's nicely browned.
And don't be shy with the ingredients, folks.
Yes, exactly. So you're just going to fold it over, and then I'm going to can I say one more thing before we go?
One more thing.
Okay, take an egg white and brush it. And then I'll finish this for you.
And then
but
sugar
you've got
it.
that sugar on top.
Foodlandontario.ca. Look up TV recipes for all of these recipes and all of the ones that Julie has presented to us on the show in the past. We'll be back with more right after this.
My name is Matthew Rutledge. I'm a 60 scoop survivor, born in Red Lake. Was adopted from there to Toronto at the age of 4. A lot of our brothers and sisters, family members got separated from each other. That was the government's goal, to break that connection from brothers and sisters. Basically taking the Indian out of the child. Right now, they're still trying to find themselves. Originally, my birth name is Harvey Halverson. In my high school days, teens, I was trying to fit into society. I knew I was First Nations, but I didn't know who I was inside. I think later in life, I started that journey. I am proud, Nishnawbe man, who I am now. I love life, who I am.
Join me, holistic chef Daniela Croco, for season 4 of Simply Cooking by Chef, right here on Rogers TV.
I'm Sam LaPrade. You're invited to join us for the next Hour to Give. We wanted to have an opportunity to talk all about Beechwood Cemetery and what they're doing in terms of National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. Join us then.
Welcome back to the show. I am so excited to introduce you to my next guest because I'm incredibly proud to be a part of an event they have coming up, which helps support a great cause, a great organization. It's the Jordan Leigh Foundation. I'm joined by its founder, Jody McCullough, and also Denise Fournette, transformational life coach. Say that 5 times fast. Yeah. Welcome. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for having us.
Jody, I mean, you know, I so appreciate and respect what you've done in such a, you know, a tragic situation. But for those that aren't familiar with your twin sister Jordan, tell us a little bit about her story.
Absolutely. So the Jordan Leigh Foundation is in honor of my twin sister Jordan, my identical twin that passed away March 15th, 2023, due to mental health and addiction challenges. So March 15, 2024, I launched a not-for-profit organization in her honor to raise awareness, break the stigma around these issues, educate the youth in schools, and do homeless outreach with our official partnership, the Shepherds of Good Hope in Ottawa.
And you know, you've been doing many different events throughout. Well, what's the feedback been like so far?
So far, so good.
Yeah. So Denise, tell me, how did the two of you connect?
Well, actually, Jody came to an event that I was giving. Okay. And we ended up starting to talk after the event, and we realized we had a lot in common. And one of the things that really got my attention with Jody is, of course, it's her foundation.
Right.
And it really struck a chord with me. Mental addiction and mental health. With my husband, he's lost his sister and his brother, both to addiction and mental health. And man, when you go through stuff like that, it's tough for the family, it's tough for everybody. And when she started showing me everything that her foundation, and it's such a young foundation. And she is all in, and her passion and her heart, that was it. I had to do an event with her, and I had to see what she was all about.
Well, and just the energy that you bring, Jody, you know, like I said off the top, you know, it's a tragic situation, but you bring so much positivity to everything that you do. Was that something you just had in mind? Like, I'm gonna turn this into something positive and help inspire people?
Absolutely, because, you know, I wish I could bring my twin sister back, but I can't. But I can turn something, I can turn this tragic loss into something beautiful, right? And in doing this, you realize that there's so many people that can relate to these circumstances, you know, a lost one due to this, or just struggling yourself. And let's be honest here, we all struggle, right? Or we have, or, you know, life isn't easy.
Oh, there's a connection for every single person. I mean, everyone watching right now, either themselves or somebody close to them has gone through, you know, mental health or has gone through, you know, addiction. And oftentimes those two things correlate with each other, right? Let's talk about this great Ghostly Gathering fundraiser that you have coming up. Give me the details on that.
Okay, so it's October 25th at the Orange Barn in Navan, and I'm partnering up here with amazing Denise Fournette, life coach. Yep. So yes, it'll be Rise Up for Mental Health and Addiction. We're gonna have a live band, a little tarot card reader. We're gonna have some amazing speakers and an amazing MC. Who's that?
I'm happy to meet. I thank you so much. You know that I've gone through my own issues in life. So when you reached out to me, it was a no-brainer to get involved. That's
and I'll
for
be
sure.
honest, when we reached out to you, our fingers were crossed.
Yes.
And you have no idea. You saying yes and joining us to do this, unbelievable the impact it's had.
Oh, it's
so
my
pleasure.
pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And we've had so many people giving us prizes for the event, and it's unbelievable. When you're doing something like this, and I'll speak for myself, it has literally touched my heart, brought tears to my eyes.
Me too.
To see how people, they don't blink and they just give.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just give.
Yeah.
They don't ask for anything in return, and they give. And some of the actual amazing food platters that was donated by Marcia from Yours Independent in Orleans.
Oh, nice.
And she didn't even blink.
No.
We go and talk to people, and we've got so many beautiful prizes that's going to be drawn.
Awesome. Well, these are some examples, right, that you brought along here. Let's do a little show and tell. What have you brought along with you here today?
And so, I mean, well,
so this one here is from I believe the funeral home.
Yes.
Yes, in Orleans.
Tanya Tack, amazing woman. Unfortunately, we've had to deal with her quite a few times, but she's an incredible individual, and she's donated a whole bunch of things in here. We're talking spa, we're talking just a whole bunch of gifts, just random gifts like that for people, and she's incredible for having donated that.
For sure. These are 2 gift cards for Skins in Orleans.
Yes.
Which is amazing. A gift card for Modo Yoga Orleans, right? All about well-being.
I was just going to say that. Everything has to do with self-care.
Of course.
Right?
Self-care is so important.
To take time for yourself, right?
That uplifts your spirit, makes you feel good. So, all about that.
Yeah.
Here.
I have to mention real quickly, because we couldn't bring everything in.
Of course.
But Total Nutrition Diva, and her name's Darpan.
Darpan, I know Darpan well.
I know you do.
She's amazing.
Yeah. So she's actually donated over 3 prizes, well over like $500 in value.
Wonderful.
And I mean, and the list goes on. Like I've got a whole
know.
list. I know.
Yes. No, it's incredible.
Like, are you going to host the show? She's got a clipboard too.
Like Flower Mania. I mean, we're got Pantra Bluffs in Orleans. We've got a whole list of like amazing prizes.
How do people get tickets, Jody? That's the most important
absolutely.
part, right?
So on our Facebook event page, we have a link right there to buy your tickets on ticketleap.com, as well as visit our website, thejordanleefoundation.com, and
And you're working on your charity status as well.
So we
is
have
that
our
right?
we're pending charity status. We'll be a registered charity hopefully in December. So that's extremely exciting.
And
I
that's
just can't
a challenge.
wait.
I know how much work goes into that.
But,
so congratulations.
The passion's here. I'm all in, and I'm excited to see what this journey brings me. And again, this is for me and for everybody else.
I'm excited to join you. October 25th, 7 to 11 p.m., 3184 Frank Kenny Road. It's called Ghostly Gathering, Rise Up for Mental Health and Addiction. Get your tickets online. I'll remind you a little bit later on in the show as well. We'll be back with more right after this.
Kids these days, people say we lack initiative.
And technology, that we're all addicted.
Kids these days, we hear that we only care about ourselves. Apparently, we're lazy.
And don't seem to have any sense of independence.
Actually, kids these days are facing a lot.
Because the world has changed, and so have our health issues. Kids these days, we could really use your help. Join CHIO in our biggest fundraising campaign ever to transform pediatric care.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
Learn all about the creation of the National Capital Region on The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, on Rogers TV.
Hello, I'm Liz Dowdswell, Lieutenant Governor of Ontario. In 2008, carbon monoxide, a deadly invisible gas, killed an entire family in our province. That tragedy led to a new law requiring homes with potential CO sources to have alarms. John Gignac's family members passed away that day, and he shares his story to save others.
Please make sure you have working CO alarms in your home. Protect your family today.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Get front row seats to Music and Beyond's unforgettable summer festival. Experience world-class concerts, mesmerizing performances, and much more. Music and Beyond presents a new season on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to the show. Oh my goodness, my next guest is busy. Just returned from a fabulous vacation and she's doing so many different things, including the Van Cleek Hill Christmas Home Tour. And I know you're like, Derek, the word Christmas, why are you talking now? Because they sell out so quickly every year. We wanted to make sure you had an opportunity to tour these amazing homes. Sue Pitchford joins me. She's the owner and principal designer at Decor Therapy Plus. Welcome back, Sue. How was your vacation?
Oh, it was heaven.
Portugal, was it?
Portugal.
Oh,
hard to come back.
Well, yeah, and I can see you're online sharing stuff and still looking in at the shop. So summer at the shop must have been amazing for you guys.
And we just celebrated our first birthday.
Oh, that's right. Congratulations. Good for you. Good for you. So I did mention Christmas. A lot of people are probably like, eek. Although if you go to Costco, you probably see Christmas stuff there. But this is something really special. I mean, you must be so proud to be involved in something like this, right?
Absolutely. Like this particular tour has been going on for 20 years. And I recently moved to Van Cleek Hill in December, and I'm opening up my house because everyone's, inquiring minds.
Right.
And I'm also decorating another home.
Oh,
so
nice.
There's 6 homes in total.
Okay.
And I'm so excited.
So how do they come to you? Like how do homes get chosen?
So we have a organizer, Louise. She's been doing it for the entire time.
Really?
So
okay.
she knows every home. And when I moved into Van Cleek Hill, very shortly after, she called me and said, "You're new to the community, let's have coffee."
Wow, that is amazing.
I think she had an ulterior motive, and it worked.
Well, and this is like your dream home. We're not talking about just any home here, right? I mean, how would you describe the home? Victorian sort of style?
So on the outside is Victorian.
Yeah.
On the inside, unfortunately, in 2019, there was a fire.
Okay.
So it was totally gutted. The only thing that was saved was the staircase.
Really?
So inside, it's modern. So it's perfect. As a designer going into this house, I didn't have to change a thing. I didn't have to paint. All I had to do was put my stuff there.
Yeah, and you love stuff.
I do.
That I know. Well, you brought some stuff with you, but let's bring up some of the photos because are you also being featured in a magazine?
I am.
Is that right?
Our Homes magazine. So before I went to Portugal, I had to decorate my entire house for Christmas. 3 days before I left.
I love it. All right, let's bring up some of the photos here. Tell me a little bit about what we're looking at here.
Yeah, so this is a corner in my bedroom, and what I really wanted to do this year is I didn't want to do your traditional Christmas red and green.
Right.
I wanted to really accentuate my normal decorating. So this twig tree was perfect addition to my room, and all I did was put mini lights on it and small little wooden tin ornaments.
Nice.
It's very simple. It's you'll see with the pictures,
Yeah, let's run through a couple more here and we can just have a look.
Calm. Yeah. Again, that's my normal bedspread all year. All I did was just add this pillow. So what I'm really trying to show people is you can infuse Christmas, whatever your Christmas decor is, within your normal decor.
And you can do it in a subtle way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I can see my wife is here watching the show, and this is what's going to happen. She's going to be like, "Oh my God, I saw what Sue did. We should do that." And now I'm going to get rid of every decoration that I grew up with. But this was my favorite photo that you sent along here. This is a wow factor for me.
It's really fascinating because those candlesticks are there all the time. My rectangular plates I use every day. And I really, not that I was worried, but I thought I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I knew it to look like this. But I thought, people are going to come and expect certain things.
Right.
And then I sat myself down and went, no.
I want the unexpected kind of idea.
Totally. So
it's like a classy Christmas to me, what I'm looking at here that you're showcasing.
Yeah. And again, there's my coffee table, and there's vignettes all over my house. Little vignettes everywhere. And again, also too, in all the 5 other homes, there'll be vignettes that people can enjoy. So even going...
Look at this, is so simple, but it makes such a big difference, right?
Just little Christmas trees going up the stairs. They all have mini lights.
Yeah.
So I will turn them on when I bring them back out.
And this is the other house you're going to be decorating. This is a log home, right?
It is.
It's a log bungalow? Is it a bungalow?
It's 2-story.
Oh, it is. Okay.
It is absolutely stunning. The backyard is to die for. And I've had 3 visits there already because it's so exciting.
Get the juices flowing, right?
Yeah,
and then there's vendors in each of these homes as well?
So every home has vendors. My home will have a curated finds inspired for you pop-up shop.
Nice.
So we're coming to Van Cleek Hill, and every home will have a different vendor. There'll be honey vendors, jewelry.
Excellent.
And the entire the town gets involved. The churches open up. They have sales and lunches and...
And you have fallen in love with Van Cleek Hill.
Yeah,
like for those who've never been, it's a pretty magical place, right?
When I first drove through years ago, I saw the sign, and the sign got me. It said, "Welcome to Van Cleek Hill, gingerbread capital of Ontario." I'm like, this is where I'm going to live.
This is where I'm going to settle. You brought some other things just to showcase for our viewers today. Let's talk about what you brought along here.
Absolutely. So, you saw some of the photos. Anything lit makes such a difference. And these are battery operated. Anything, you just turn them on, turn them off, and they just add a nice little touch that's different and unique.
Well, and you do these gallery wall. I guess this is something that could be interchangeable too, right? You could take one off, and as the seasons change, you can change things up. People are probably looking at this and go, "What are you doing? Wrapping your tree? What would you use this for?"
Well, yes, you could.
I guess so. Yeah.
And so we'll see this on your tree, Derek. So burlap is great. You can go to actually Dollarama and pick these up.
Okay.
And so these actually you can wrap around your tree. You could put them on your mantle. You could actually use this to wrap logs. If you have a fireplace, you can wrap gifts. So many different ideas.
Yeah, agreed.
So it's really all about letting your creativity
And
out.
one thing I'll let everybody know, one thing that Sue always says to everyone is before you go out and look for something, look what you have, right? And then add to it. Right?
Yes.
Because things could get expensive, right?
Yeah, actually, I had a couple of friends come and help me from the shop, Myrna and Arlene, decorate my home for the magazine. And I had 4 Christmas swags with red and green on it. And we took all that stuff off. So I didn't have to buy anything.
Okay. Just running out of time here. I want to remind everyone, Van Cleek Hill Christmas Home Tour, Saturday, November 2nd, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. VKHHometour.ca. Only 850 tickets available. They sell out all the time. So get your tickets right away. We'll be back with more right after this.
Smudging is a very important part in our life as we're all learning to walk the good way. When we smudge, we use the sacred medicine, the white sage, the sweetgrass, the tobacco, and the cedar. It cleanses negative energy and replaces it by a positive energy. When I smudge, I cleanse my end and my eagle feather and start cleansing my breath to have better words. I will smudge my eyes so I could see the better things offered to me. I will smudge my ears to hear the good thing that people have to say. I will smudge my hair to have good thinking from my head. I will bring the smudge to my feet so I could walk in respect with our Mother, the Earth. Smudging is the way we give our prayers to connect our spirit to the Creator. We express gratitude for the gift of life, the learning and growth.
This week on Canada Files, hockey great Hayley Wickenheiser. She is a 5-time Olympic medalist. She is assistant general manager with the Toronto Maple Leafs and a doctor specializing in emergency medicine.
It's a new season of The New Fly Fisher on Rogers TV.
Hey, welcome back to the show. You're in luck. You tuned into a great show, everybody at home, because we're talking about some great events, raising funds to support some incredible organizations, including the Caldwell Family Center, who have been around for over 40 years, and they have some amazing programs for those in our community that are perhaps struggling in different ways. Here to tell us more about their event and, of course, the great work that they do, I'm joined by Eugene Williams. He is the Executive Director. Welcome, Eugene. Great to have you here.
Great
and
to be
Tricia
here.
Campbell-Ash, the coordinator of the Clothing Depot. Welcome, Tricia. Great to have you here as well. This is something new, which we'll get to. But Eugene, just the overall picture of what you're there for and how you serve our community.
Okay. Well, Derek, we've been around for 40 years, working alongside Ottawa community housing residents in the largest Ottawa community housing neighborhood in Ottawa, and delivering a food bank, meal programs, a computer cafe, a drop-in center, and a clothing depot. And right now the demand for our services are greater than ever. In the month of August, we serve 14,000 meals in our drop-in, and we also serve 6,500 meals to children in city camps across the city. So we're a busy organization, and I just want to say that right now, post-COVID, we're really trying to pivot to make sure that our services are relevant for the community that we served, and involving them in designing, developing, delivering our programs so that they can be really proud of the neighborhood that they live in.
Yeah, and Tricia, I love this story that you have with Caldwell. Can you just share a little bit of your journey?
Okay, so yes, in 2022, I came to Canada with my husband and 2 young daughters. Didn't know much about Canada, so I found my way around volunteering at the Caldwell Family Center, and from there I share my story always.
Right.
And I got a job offer for the clothing depot, and because I own a store back home, I was drawn to the. Yeah.
Oh, so did you own a clothing store back home?
Yes, I did.
Amazing. So let's talk about the Clothing Depot. So what do you offer, and how do you go about offering it to the community?
Okay, so at the Clothing Depot, we would accept donations, and donations would come from all over Ottawa, and we have some major companies too as well that donate to us. So what we'll do at the Clothing Depot, we would go through donations, make sure we pick the right fit, the right, clean, anything that needs to be clean.
Right.
We also want to do repurposing too, because, we are big on not, with the environment, we don't want to be wasting
of course, yeah.
products, so we will do repurposing of items as well that comes in, and then we would display in the boutique, and then we have the newcomers, we have the community who come in on Thursdays and Fridays, and they would come and they would select their items for purchases at low price.
Nice. And Eugene, I guess part of this too is employment opportunities involved in this depot as well, right?
Absolutely. This has become a social enterprise. We went through an exercise. Tresha led this work where we're rebranding the Clothing Depot. We're calling it the New Gem Boutique
Hidden Gems.
Hidden Gems Boutique. Thank you. and at our upcoming event, the Harvest of Hope Dinner and Gala event on October the 9th, we're going to have members of the Clothing Depot role model and do a fashion show for us.
Nice.
And these are newcomers to Ottawa that are we're creating employment opportunities for newcomers in the clothing boutique, and they're going to be able to promote the Clothing Depot as a social enterprise on a mission for the greater good.
Yeah, I want to go back, Tresha, and talk about, just you coming to Canada, and what has this experience been like? I'm sure there are many challenges, but to have a place like Caldwell for you and your family to be introduced to, how important has that been for yourself personally and for your family?
It was very important. Caldwell Family Center saved me, honestly. I didn't know, I wasn't used to kindness that much. So when I walked into Caldwell Family Center, at the food bank, it was actually food bank. When I walked in there and the hospitality that I received, I was overwhelmed. I was like, okay, I have to give back. And that's when I decided that I will volunteer my time, because, when you first got to Canada, you can't really work, you have to wait for work permit and such. So I was like, okay, this is the perfect timing, perfect opportunity for me to give back.
Right.
Because I was really welcomed.
Eugene, this probably isn't a unique story. I mean, you probably see these stories every day, right?
They are. We hear them often, and they're heartwarming, and it really reminds us that we're doing important work to serve the community. And the high percentage of the clients that we serve in our catchment are newcomers to Ottawa. So we think this is important work, and we want to lift people up, give them employment opportunities, and with the recent support of TELUS and another major sponsor, which we're going to be announcing tomorrow, we were able to hire a young person to help us in our clothing boutique rebranding effort, and that is just the beginning.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love hearing stories. Harvest of Hope, before we run out of time, what else can people expect? You mentioned the fashion show. What else have you got planned?
Well, the tickets are already sold out, which is the good
wonderful.
news.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great.
But we are encouraging the general public to go to our website and donate to the Harvest of Hope event, because it does really support initiatives like our Clothing Depot, our food bank, and our various programs for newcomers and residents. And we have a live auction, lots of great prizes. They don't have to come to the event to go online to actually make a bid.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
And members of the public can actually purchase a virtual dinner plate, which will help us serve many people who are struggling right now in the middle of a food security crisis.
Yeah.
So they can go online, make a donation, donate contribute to the auction, and support us in whatever way they see.
Eugene, Tresha, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. They are sold out, but if you go to caldwellfamilycenter.ca, as they said, you can make a donation right there online and help such a great cause. We'll be back with more Daytime right after this.
Kids these days, people say we lack initiative.
And technology, that we're all addicted.
Kids these days, we hear that we only care about ourselves. Apparently, we're lazy.
And don't seem to have any sense of independence.
Actually, kids these days are facing a lot.
Because the world has changed, and so have our health issues. Kids these days, we could really use your help. Join CHIO in our biggest fundraising campaign ever to transform pediatric care.
The OHL on Rogers TV.
Hi, I'm Sam LaPrade, host of Ottawa Business Matters. We're going to gather here every single week and speak about business here in the capital. We're going to inspire, influence, and inform.
Are you a content creator looking to expand your audience and make your voice heard in your community? Rogers TV wants to provide you with a platform to share your hobbies, interests, and stories for free. Visit us to find out more.
Join me, holistic chef Daniela Croco, for season 4 of Simply Cooking by Chef right here on Rogers TV.
Hey, welcome back. As promised, we continue to talk about some great events, and again, really proud to be involved with this next event. Suzanne and I have known each other for quite a few years, and nice to be back helping her out with her great cause. It is Quick Start Early Intervention for Autism. Suzanne Jacobson is the president and founder. Welcome. Great to have you back,
Thanks
Suzanne.
so much for having me, Derek.
Let's talk about the birth of this initiative. Tell me, how it all came to be.
Yeah, like many people, autism touched my life, and I have 2 grandsons on the spectrum. I started 18 years ago. We incorporated and became a charity in 2010, and the rest is history. We just saw immense wait times, opportunities missed, and wanted to see what could we do to help.
You mentioned those wait times. Where do we sit now? I mean, we've had a lot of talk about it in media, and I know there's politics involved. We won't get involved with that, but what situation do we find ourselves in now?
So right now, what an obstacle that we've had is the wait time simply for a diagnostic assessment. Right now here at CHEO, it's up to 2 years wait. When you're identifying a child at 18 months, that's just simply too long to wait. So as the charity, we always want to say, okay, what can we do to make this happen? And so currently we're funding diagnostic assessments through private psychologists that have this incredible skill set to assess these really teeny itty bitty kiddos. And so we fund upwards of 70 plus diagnostic assessments a year for children who are 24 months and under. So very young. And what this allows to happen is, we've all heard an awful lot about the Ontario Autism Program, understanding the challenges, but it's incredibly frustrating for the parents who want to get therapies for their children. But for the first time ever, the Ontario Autism Program offered early years programs. This has never happened before. Okay. And so we were over the moon. And so what right now, with this diagnostic assessment that we're able to fund when there's so little, they're able to access these early years programs right away. There's no wait list for these programs, which is so exciting. But of course, it often gets, because there's so much difficulty with the funding for the therapies, it often gets overlooked. But this is an incredible program. We know because we did our own parent coaching program and published the results on it. So the paper's been published, and that has to have been like 8 years ago now. So we were just absolutely thrilled to see the Ontario Autism Program introduce these new programs, and we want to let families know about them.
Yeah, of course. And I know it's probably obvious to viewers, but early identification, why is that incredibly important?
It's important because the sooner you intervene, the better the outcomes.
Right.
Now, we're not trying to change the child. This is really important. We're just facilitating for the parent or caregiver to understand what they need to do to communicate with their child. And it's pretty exciting to see the child be able to understand the parent. The parent is hugely rewarded, that communication segment open, and guess what? Change happens, and it happens quick.
For people that aren't familiar with autism and the spectrum itself, I mean, it's very individual, right? Like not one person on the spectrum is like another, right?
Exactly. It's a broad spectrum. But autism in itself, it's communication, so lack of being able to communicate, which is a huge barrier in our society, right? If you can't communicate.
I mentioned you have a fantastic event coming up, and I'm really proud to be emceeing it for you this year. Tell everybody the details.
Well, we're so excited to have you with us. So we have our Autumn Evening for Autism. It's on the 17th of October. It's coming up quick.
Yeah.
You can purchase tickets online through our website. Chef Michael Blackie creates a menu just for us. We take over the whole place, and we have highlights are our parent speakers that tell their story. We have Lawrence Greenspan as our auctioneer. He's always entertaining,
he's so
to say the least.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
And yeah, so it's a really, really fun event. And of course, we'll have the Air Canada Foundation has donated 2 tickets anywhere Air Canada flies, so that's pretty exciting. Too bad I can't buy one. And we'll have, of course, live and silent auction items. But I will just we have a very exciting announcement we're going to be making that night.
Really?
And,
Look at you teasing a little mystery here. I love it.
So we're really glad that you'll be there. Yeah, we're just very, very excited by this announcement that I have to be quiet about for now.
Yeah, I'm so intrigued now. I'm so intrigued. If somebody watching right now, they're concerned about their child, what advice do you give them? I mean, you really need to fight. Right?
Well, I think the hardest bit is because it's natural as a parent when you're worried about your child, you go see your doctor. Right. And often the doctors will say, well, let's wait and see. And so my key message is if you are worried or concerned about your child, act on it. There's no downside to it whatsoever. And then you'll have peace of mind, and then you will also know what to do should something be required.
Yeah, excellent advice. Suzanne, I cannot wait. I'll let everybody at home know. Again, there's still tickets available. We do expect it to sell out, so make sure you get your tickets early. quickstartautism.ca/events. You can find it. It's sitting right there. It's coming up October the 17th, 6 p.m. As she said, Michael Blackie's menu will knock your socks off. The restaurant is next out there in Stittsville, and it's a beautiful place. As Suzanne said, they take over the whole place. Don't go away. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this.
I'm Sam LaPrade. You're invited to join us for the next Hour to Give. We wanted to have an opportunity to talk all about Beechwood Cemetery and what they're doing in terms of National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. Join us then.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
Learn all about the creation of the National Capital Region on The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, on Rogers TV.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
Hey, welcome back. Just a quick note of an event we didn't have an opportunity to talk about on today's show, but it's coming up October the 3rd, so coming up tomorrow. It's the Minoshikik Indigenous Music and Arts Festival. It's happening, Thursday, October the 3rd at the Bronson Center. It is a free event, so tickets are free. You do have to go online to get to the tickets. So if you go to bronsoncentermusictheater.com, you can get your free tickets. It's going to be an amazing event. Reminder, Harvest of Hope. We talked about that. That's to support the Caldwell Family Center. That's coming up on October the 9th, so just around the corner at the Infinity Conference Center, caldwellfamilycenter.ca for that. The Ghostly Gathering, Jody and Denise were here talking about that, Rise Up for Mental Health and Addiction. That's coming up on October 25th at 7 p.m. at the Orange Barn, and that's out in Navan, 3184 Frank Kenny Road. You can visit the website to find out more info, the Facebook page, sorry. And Autumn Evening for Autism. Suzanne just talked about that. We still have some tickets available. Would love to have you there. It's at next on October the 17th at 6 p.m. quickstartautism.ca for your tickets. Thanks Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Unscripted, uninterrupted coverage of events by Canada's business leaders, visionaries, and social figures. Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
Join us Monday to Friday on Daytime Ottawa as we showcase some of the